Hey guys, a little bit of different video today. I want to talk about a big, awesome package I got from Listenable Records. Yeah, so we're gonna get into this package. Bought some pretty cool stuff, some new releases. This was basically a Gojira package. I never fully got into Gojira to the level I am now. I think I kind of skipped over them like earlier on because they're a pretty big band now. They weren't always, of course, but now they're like huge, huge. So I heard Magma when it came out and I liked it, but kind of kept moving on. I saw them live once and they were really good, left an impression on me, but I never really got around to like fully getting into them. And over time, I got into like Mars to Sirius next, and then everything else was just songs here and there. But now it's like everything. I mean, as you can see, this is like, for some whatever reason, this is like their most disliked album, and I adore it, and we're gonna get into that too. So, let's just get into it. So, I'm gonna start off with showing you what Listenable sent to me, and then I'm gonna spark up a little debate about the album, The Link, Gojira The Link. So, first off, Listenable was very courteous. I talked to this person and I got stuff added to my order and they were very nice and hooked me up. So, got a Listenable pen, kind of cool, unexpected thing, and a little sticker right there. Kind of shitty glare, sorry. Really cool stuff here were these kind of reaching far, but anyway, I got two of each of these. So there's these coasters and they threw these in. They didn't have to, but they threw them in for me, and I got these Mars to Sirius coasters, backs and stuff. Really cool. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, so that's really cool. And then another album that really grew on me recently was this, The Way of All Flesh. These coasters came with what I'll show you after, I'll show you after these coasters. Really cool though. And then this came with the another thing I'll show you after the thing I'm going to show you next, which is the Link coasters. These are really cool. Listenable really knows how to hook you up. They're going to really send you some cool stuff. So anyway, that's pretty awesome stuff. So next, I'm going to show you the bundle I bought. So right now, 2024, limited to 500 copies. There's a huge bundle for the Link. It's for an anniversary edition. So you get a lot of cool stuff. So when you get the package, a lot of the stuff comes in this cool bag with the tree on it, and then the Gojira logo that they used on the Link, which, I mean, that's badass in itself. I always love like bonus goodies like that, to be honest. I'm a sucker for that. I got two of these, I don't know why, but these are like postcards, which I don't know why you would ever use them because they're too cool. So that's awesome. And yeah, then the package comes with first ever edition on cassette, the Link cassette tape. I didn't open this one yet. Haven't listened to it either quite yet. The flag that's sitting here behind me, which is an insanely cool flag, especially if you're as big a fan of the Link as I've become, which is one of my favorite Gojira albums now. And of course, last but definitely not least, the Link picture disc. This is a 2024 release. You can buy this on its own, or you can buy it with this bundle that I showed you. So that's everything you get in the bundle. I mean, pretty sweet in my opinion. So I would definitely recommend getting that if you're a really big Gojira fan or you just really like the link, you know? Like, it shouldn't get the amount of hate it does. So the other thing I got was this 2023 release of The Way of All Flesh. I'm a little too lazy right now to pull the vinyl out, but as you can see, it's a limited edition marble. And just go on Discogs, you can see the cool blue marble. This is one of the coolest colorways I've ever seen on a record. So yeah, I had to get it. And The Way of All Flesh, like I said, that's another album from Gojira that has completely grown on me and become one of my go-to albums lately. Just when I want to listen to something that's not, you know, the usual, because I'm usually listening to death metal, brutal death metal these days, thrash metal, black metal, gore grind, stuff like that. So this is a pretty cool metal band outside of those. And when I'm not listening to that, I'm listening to classic traditional heavy metal. So yeah, this is a cool band outside of that, and I really dig them. I think they have a lot to offer if you open your mind a little bit, and I think they can attract people from the underground and the mainstream. I don't think that there's any reason not to give them a shot or to think they're wimpy just because they're mainstream. These guys are awesome. Like they're an awesome band, and they're really talented and they're really good. So give them a shot if you're new to metal, or if you're like me and you're always listening to underground shit and you want to like expand a little bit to something that you might not normally think of going to. This is awesome stuff. So anyway, the next part, we're going to talk about the link a little bit because just a little brief thing, but I wanted to address some complaints people have about this album. I cannot believe like how many times you're seeing people rank the Gojira albums or talk about their favorite Gojira albums, and I mean I don't blame people for mostly picking Way of All Flesh and Mars to Sirius at the top two. Like no, that's not to blame anything. But putting the link at last place, like every time, like people put the link last every time almost. It's like, it's incredible when people say it's their only album that doesn't stick out, which is not true because, yeah, also in the package, I got Terra Incognita. I almost forgot to show this album, but this is an awesome album too that people should give a shot. But I think that album gets even more of a shot and credit than this one does. So I don't get that because I love Terra Incognita, but this is such an improvement in my opinion, and such a big bridge and leap to getting to where they are today and making those intense, heavy, progressive, death metal, groove, whatever you want to call it, albums. Those are just awesome, you know? And this was like kind of, in my opinion, what started all that. This is their most death metal record by far, in my opinion. Has some other stuff like interludes, it has a few sounds, has a song where there's clean singing on it, yes. But as far as the main tracks go, this is their most death metal album, and I'm starting to think that's the reason a lot of people don't like it, because I think a lot of people who listen to Gojira are not necessary. I know that there's a huge mix of people who listen to this band, whether you're underground or you don't know anything about the underground. But I just get the impression that people don't like this album as much because it's more death metal oriented, and I have a feeling that people aren't as keen on those death metal elements that are planted on this album, like whether it's the vocals or the instrumentation or the music, because this is great music. The songs on here are great. This album's a 10 out of 10 to me, and I think it's really unique. It really stands out, and it's awesome. And I think that people don't even give it a chance. I think you're likely to find people who haven't even listened to the album that'll say it's their worst without even listening to it, you know? So I do not think this album gets the hate. This is possibly my second favorite Gojira album, right behind Mars to Sirius. Couldn't top that one, but it's right there with Mars and Way of All Flesh, in my opinion, and L'Enfant Sauvage. But it's a good ass album. Like, think about it. Embrace the World, Inward Movement, Remembrance. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? Indians. You could name almost any song on this album and it's gonna be a banger, and it's gonna be super punchy, super heavy, super awesome. The lyrics are really cool. They're really mysterious and odd, and that's what I like. You know, I listen to a lot of stuff, and I like when an album grabs me like this one did and totally pulls me. So I love it because I'm a death metal fan, and I think if you love death metal and you like Gojira, how could you not like this album? Like, it's just weird to me. So I get it. If you're not a huge death metal fan, you might like the newer Gojira stuff. And most metal fans at least gravitate towards their mid era, and I do too myself more than anything. But you cannot pass this up. This is a great album, and I really think it's silly how many people just say it's the only really the only Gojira album that doesn't fit in. And why do you want it to fit in anyway? It doesn't, like, don't you like the uniqueness of this album? And this is funny to me. I don't get it, you know? I remember the first time I finally gave it a chance and listened to it, I was like, what the hell are people talking about? Like, this is fucking awesome. Like, this is a sick album. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Hopefully I'll make another video soon. You never know with me. I kind of just come and go when I please. So, just let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear what you think about the link. I would love to see if there's anybody who shares my curiosity about why this album is so widely, like, cast out from the other Gojira albums. I mean, there's Terra Incognita. That's further than anything else they've done, and frankly, I don't think it's quite as good as The Link. I think it's a great album, but it's not this, you know? But a lot of people wouldn't think that, so let me know. See ya.